Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in here on Raw Statue Reviews. Today we have an impulse buy on the review table. This is Wonder Woman Injustice 2 from Prime 1 Studio. Limited edition, the one with the skirt. Usually the regular version has a pants. Yeah, and I saw a review of this beauty on YouTube after she was released, and then I saw that she was almost sold out on Prime 1, this limited edition version. And so I pulled the trigger. I've got some reward points that I used for her, and shipping was great with eco shipping to my location here in Europe. And so I decided to just pull the trigger and don't miss out on her. And to be honest, I'm very, very pleased with my purchase, so I don't regret it at all. I already have the Justice League Wonder Woman, which is a great piece in my opinion, but this one is much better, so I'm really thinking of using her for the Justice League line and probably selling the Justice League one. So we'll see about that. Lots of options here for this beauty. 3 head sculpts, I think, yeah, at least 3 or 4 other hand options, constellations, 2 shields, 2 swords. Yeah, just a lot of options, which I will show you in detail, of course. Let's see how this works here with only one hand and holding the camera, but we will see. You can see all the switch out parts here on the table. This is one of the shields. Here's another shield, the 2 head sculpts, which are beautiful, really beautiful, but we will check this out in detail. We have 2 swords. I think this one here is the limited edition sword. This is the regular. The lasso here in her hands is a limited edition, let's say exclusive. Yeah, and I think the sword here is also exchangeable with another sword, that one here, and one is the regular, one is the limited edition version. So yeah, we've got a lot to cover here. So let's move on and check out the base as always first. Very, very cool detailed base. Which I love the most is the snake here in the back, which is permanently attached to it. Looks really, really good. Gives the whole thing some life. We've got, as you would expect from a nice Wonder Woman base, of course, some of these broken Greek columns. Lots of little roots here ranking around the stone flooring, which looks pretty good. I also like that the sub base is kind of this temple-like art stone design, which looks really great. Also some stones here in the back. We've got a full rusty Wonder Woman kind of style shield here, which looks very good. These things light up. Each of those requires 3 of these little circular batteries, which I don't have, so I can't show you the light up feature. But I think it would be pretty cool if they lit up all of those. And I've got some arrows, 1 broken one here and 3 still intact ones here on the floor, connected into little holes with the arrow heads, which looks very good. And then the sword here, which is this is plastic. The arrows are metal, which is cool. The swords and also the swords in her hands, and this is the only nitpick I have really, these are plastic and they look plasticky. So if those were metal, that would give her so much more value. So they missed out on that, definitely. Otherwise it's all perfect, but that's a big miss in my opinion. So you can change this out for this one, which I think is a nice option, to be honest, but pretty much unnecessary because both look good. I think they probably did it because they have this exclusive limited edition sword, so they wanted to have a rusty companion piece of that. Also here for the base, if you use the sword, and if you use the straight sword here, then you have the rusted one here on the base. Which, to be honest, I'm also not sure what's the point, because she has the God Killer sword, and why would you have a rusted version of the same sword here on that base? So, not sure about the thinking behind that design. Anyway, it looks cool. And so let's get you a 360 of the base again. I think it's a really well thought out base, and it looks pretty cool. Wonder Woman is standing with a pack here in this, with this foot in the base, and fits perfectly. So let's move up. She's got this translucent resin, which I love from Pre-1. That looks really good. So if you got this resin material, in my opinion, you don't need silicone, but because it looks really lifelike. There was a lot of controversy with the Justice League piece, because she shows so much skin and everybody thought it doesn't look good and you don't see any details. With her, she wears more cloth, more outfit, if you will, so it's not that noticeable. But all the critics are, in my opinion anyway, not correct, because it just looks perfect, and if you have this in hand and you see it in person, it's very cool. We see all these little kind of paint dots and everything, and this looks really lifelike. So this is my definitely preferred material here for body parts, much more preferred than silicone, because I don't trust silicone, to be honest, too much. I've got only one silicone piece, which is the Aquaman 1/2 from Queen Studios, where only the head sculpt is silicone, and I hope it holds forever. But as I said, I don't trust it too much. Beautiful colors here on the boots and the knee pads. Really nice. These are removable pieces here that you have to connect to the boots, which look really cool. Pretty fragile, so they didn't want that to break in the box. So these are separate pieces that fit in perfectly. And you see all these scratches and wear here on the boots and the leathery kind of style of the boots. So Prime 1 does a fantastic job with these leather parts on each statue, and that's no difference here. Really like it. So this is removable, and actually if you have, and you can put it here with a magnet here on her hip, that's easily removable. And of course, if you have her holding the lasso in her hands, then you would probably like to remove that. Yeah, so I think the lasso option is really cool, although I like her more with the shield and her sword in her hand. But yeah, so that's an option here for the limited edition. I think there was a deluxe edition for her with the pants on, and I think all the parts that you get here with the limited version are also part of the deluxe. And then there's the regular version where you only get one head sculpt, I guess, and one option here for the swords. I think it's this one here that you get with the regular, and this sword, and then that arm option, and this shield is limited edition, this sword, limited edition, and I think that, let me see, I think this head sculpt here is the regular head sculpt, which is probably the most beautiful, to be honest. So if you don't need all these different shields and lasso options and stuff like that, and you like it with the pants on, then you can go regular version, which I think is I'm not sure, maybe $200 cheaper. Yeah, and if you want to get everything, then you either go with the deluxe, and then you've got her with pants, and or you go limited, which is limited to 500 pieces, and you get her with the skirt, which I think it's the best option, to be honest. Wonder Woman with a pants on looks nice, but it's not my cup of tea. I like it with the skirt. Skirt looks beautiful. Really, really very nice design here. Love the colors. Gold, blue, brown, red, silver. Really like her outfit here from the Injustice 2 game. I think she looks absolutely ugly in the game, to be honest, from her head design, face design. But Prime 1, of course, updated this and she looks absolutely beautiful here. This angry looking portrait, I'm not so sure about. I mean, she looks very fierce, but it's definitely not my favorite. I really like the tiara here of that one. It's the most elaborate one. Looks really, really good. Her showing her teeth and her anger is of course a cool option. The hair flow is exactly the same with all of these head sculpts, so I will just show it to you here. It's a beautiful hair sculpt. Still with some kind of styrofoam here from the box in it. So beautiful hair, makes the heads very large pieces, of course, and you have to be careful not to break anything. But they were perfectly packaged, so no problems there. Yeah, let's go back to her outfit here. The armor on the upper body looks really cool. So she's not having her classic Wonder Woman outfit, but yeah, the one from Injustice League. So it's a bit different than the usual Wonder Woman design, but I really like it. As I said, looks really good. Love these leather straps here going up and then down here again to hold her upper armor. And yeah, so that looks really good. Let's get you a 360 here of her for a second, and then we move on to exchange some parts. So if you want to exchange the right arm, you have to remove the head. That's what we're doing now. Let's see whether we can do this here one-handedly. Very strong magnets, which is cool. So let's get these hands out here. Let me see. I think this is removable, right? This is also removable like that. Okay. So we need to get this arm off. Here we go. Really strong magnets, as you can see. So let's get her regular shield on. Just like that. Then you've got a hand here, which you can put in there. And we have to remove this arm completely here on the shoulder. And put this arm in. Here we go. And then that's the regular sword option here. Let me see. Sorry for my dog barking here, he's just sitting behind me. Here we go. Okay. So let's get her other exclusive or deluxe or whatever limited edition head sculpt in. This is this one here. That's the one where she's looking kind of neutral, serious. Mouth closed. Let's check out this beautiful shield here. That, of course, is the same design as the rusty one down there, as you can see. The colors fit her outfit very well, of course. Silver, gold, blue, and red. It's a bit of a strange Wonder Woman design. So is that the one from Justice League? By the way, you can now put her whip again here on her hip. She's not holding it in her hands. Yeah, I like the classic shield more, but this one looks cool, of course, and fits the rest of the outfit very well. Although the blue color here is metallic, much darker blue than the blue here of the outfit, as you can see. So it's not matching 100%. But still cool. The sword here, as I said, it looks okay on camera. It also looks okay in real life. But you definitely notice that it is plastic, and if that would be metal, I would give her a 10 out of 10. I think with those plastic swords, it's just a 9 out of 10. But look at these beautiful head sculpt here. All of these heads have different tiaras, so this one is pretty classic. Yeah, looks very nice, just gold. And yeah, you can see that she's got this armor here on that head sculpt. That's also different to, let me see. Yeah, that here. Good, whoops, I have to be careful here. So here she's got another armor than here, another tiara, and we will see on the last head sculpt that he doesn't have any armoring going down her cheeks, just a tiara. So it's really cool that they have not only different expressions but also different styles of the tiaras and the armoring. The hair is completely the same. Yeah, just beautiful, guys, just beautiful. 360 of this display option, and then I will exchange her to her last display, which is the other shield. Let's remove this hand here for a second. Get off this arm. Let me see. Always afraid to break something, to be honest, guys. So making this videos here one-handed for you is a bit of a risk. I hope you appreciate that even more. What I'm doing here for you. So hands in there. Let's give her the other sword, which is this one. Let's see whether this was easier than the first. Removing the head, whoop, and giving her the regular head option. Here we go. Yeah, this is probably from the expression the best head sculpt. It's so sensual with the lips open. See a bit of her teeth. It's got the most classic, let's say, tiara here. No armor on the cheeks, so you can see the most of her face. And then this sword here looks also pretty cool, in my opinion. Again, plastic. This shield is more of the classic Wonder Woman shield. Really like the wood part here, and then the metal parts, classic Wonder Woman logo on that one. Fits perfectly with the silvers and golds, of course, with her wrist for armoring, and 360 of this constellation here. And then we will be closing out this video. I hope you liked what you've seen, guys. This piece is really a sleeper, or maybe it's not a sleeper because they made a lot of copies of this one. I think 500 limited, probably again another 500 or even more for the deluxe version, and then a couple of regular copies of her. So the edition size is quite high. She's still available on the Prime 1 homepage, I believe. It's not even on low stock, so I think eventually she will selling out, but it's not as sought after as I thought it would be. But you have so many Wonder Woman options lately with the Queen Studios one, for example, one for scale, then Yeah, you've got other ones, of course, from Sideshow. You've got the Justice League version here from Sideshow and Prime 1, which is sold out, I believe. Anyway, you have a lot of options for Wonder Woman, which is great, because Wonder Woman is, of course, one of the most iconic characters. This one looks a bit like Gal Gadot, but still comic version or film version, but if you wouldn't know it, and you could think that this is Gal maybe, or should be Gal. So that is great, of course, because I'm a big fan. Super in love with Gal Gadot, of course, as you probably all know. So yeah, very happy with my purchase, as I said at the beginning of the video. I hope you liked what you've seen. If so, then please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, guys. Need more subscribers. Means the world to me to make these videos for you, and have a great day. Please don't forget to push the notification button here in order to not miss out on any videos being uploaded here on the channel very, very soon. Have a great day and see you soon around here on the channel. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.